Sources telling CNBC's Kate Rooney that Microsoft looked at buying AI startup Cursor before SpaceX struck a deal. And Kate Rooney joins us now with more for today's Tech Check. Kate.
Hey there, Mike. So Elon Musk's SpaceX was not the only company that wanted to buy AI startup Cursor. At least from what we're hearing, sources now tell me that Microsoft looked at a potential deal to buy that AI startup. This is according to two people familiar with those deal talks. I am told that Microsoft chose not to proceed with that acquisition, according to at least one of the people. The companies did decline to comment on this, guys. But it does come as Microsoft really tries to boost its own AI tools, and coding has been an especially competitive slice of that AI market. The startup we're talking about, Cursor, has been one of the leaders along with Anthropic and OpenAI. Microsoft does have its own GitHub Copilot platform that also has been part of a big investment, billions of dollars into other companies. You've got OpenAI and Anthropic that Microsoft has backed. As also, those companies in turn have committed to spending on Microsoft Azure. But the news does also signal M&A interest from big tech overall, and then some of the cost pressures when you look at the startup side. One of their biggest expenses is compute, so that's chips, that's data centers to train these models and run them. Venture investors that I'm talking to say does put a lot more pressure on some of these startups to sell themselves if they cannot raise enough money to compete on compute. One person did also tell me the SpaceX deal with Cursor actually started some conversations around compute. That's how it really kicked off. It was around the compute constraints that turned into the deal. And that at the time, I'm told SpaceX did offer access to its massive data centers in the weeks leading up to this announcement. After that Microsoft interest, though, Cursor did end up striking a deal with SpaceX. We talked about this week. Musk's company has now the option to acquire that startup for $60 billion or pay a $10 billion breakup fee. There had also been a lot of interest from venture capital investors. I did hear from multiple sources that firms had lined up financing for Cursor at a $50 billion valuation. They were shocked by this SpaceX deal. It did come at the 11th hour. They were actually preparing to wire the money when they heard about this, guys. Back to you.
It's fascinating, Kate. I'm trying to game out, given all you just laid out there, whether the greater urgency was Cursor needing to basically sell or get the compute capacity one way or the other by raising capital or selling itself, or SpaceX looking to kind of lock up this extra play within AI, especially considering it's this unorthodox cadence where it's going to have to wait till after the IPO.
It's such a good question, Mike. And those I'm talking to say it's essentially both. It sort of ended up being this match made in heaven because Cursor needed the compute and said, if we're going to compete, we need that access. SpaceX, as it goes public, wants to be seen as an AI player. And this, from investors I'm talking to, say, depending on what happens with the IPO, if it's seen as a pure play or at least a little bit of an AI company, you could see that result in a higher listing price. See what happens with the stock, but that is sort of the long-term strategic move for SpaceX, is really being an AI company. Cursor, because it's been a leader, helps with that. So does it sort of justify paying that price? That's sort of the back and forth we're hearing.
I just still can't get over the link with SBF and FTX, you know, which this would have been a, what, $3 billion stake if they didn't liquidate the assets in bankruptcy?
So Anthropic was an early Sam Bankman-Fried investment. Cursor, the list, I mean, the jokes on Twitter is that he's one of the most prolific venture investors, regardless of what happened.
Yeah.
But we know how that played out, so.
Right, right.
No, it is remarkable.
It turns out it wasn't so insolvent. The portfolio,
yeah.
I guess, is what what it shows.
No, it's right. You couldn't know it at the time, and you didn't know what to value it at the time. But no, there's no doubt about it. If you waited, time was your friend.